Guys, me and my dad are going to be cooking up something interesting in the kitchen. And it's going to be a good memory for me to have too because, okay, we're making blackberry brandy, homemade blackberry brandy. And I'm going to show you guys the easiest recipe you can have, like by far, so simple. Alright guys, what I'm about to show you is top secret, alright? You can't tell anyone. So I'm swearing you to secrecy, alright? I'm showing you guys a recipe that has been in my family for generations. If you think making alcohol is hard, well, then I am literally about to blow your mind. You only need 3 things to make homemade alcohol. Crazy, right? My great-grandmother's recipe states that you should vary the amounts of sugar that you put in each jar because you can always add more later. You can't take it out. And you want to find something that fits your taste. So you want to make multiple different jars so that's what me and my dad did. Because you want to find something that fits you and you want to find something that you enjoy drinking and that you can share with your friends. So we just did like a half cup of sugar per layer, per jar, and then for a whole separate jar, we did like a third a cup of sugar per layer, and that way we can know when bottling it and when my dad tastes it, which one was better. That way we can make it that way from here on out, because you can always add it later, you can't take it out. So err on the side of caution and just do like a half cup of sugar per layer. We even did, so for our gallon jar, we did a cup of sugar per layer because it was bigger than the rest of them, but we used 80-ounce pickle jars. So that's why we did a little per layer. I don't know. We're going to find out here soon when it's done fermenting if it's good or not. And I'll update you guys in the part 2 of this video. I also forgot to mention that you're not supposed to rinse your berries because there is natural reoccurring yeast on them that you need to make the alcohol. So whatever you do, do not rinse your berries.
Here's a rain. Sorry, Norman.
I also forgot to mention that you want to underfill your jars just a little because the final layer is going to be sugar. So you're not going to do the sugar and then berries on top of it. No, you're going to do the berries and then a final layer of sugar that's going to be about 1 inch or 2 thick. And then that's it. And then do your 1 to 2 cups of spring water on top of it. And that's it. So for when you're layering it, you don't do spring water per each layer. You do it on top and wait for it to lurch down. So depending on how big of a jar you guys are using, you could do about 1 to 2 to 3 cups of spring water, but also keep a spare jar of spring water handy because sometimes the berries on the top, they float and they get really dry, so you got to add a splash or 2 of spring water also. But if anything, if I'm going to give you guys any tip, I would give you guys underfill it, please. I got to go get a hair tie.
You want a somewhat see-through fabric. Can you see my boobs through that? To keep the bugs out. Just gonna drape it over. She's going to get some hair ties. Stick it right over the bottom.
Hair ties?
It's a really long piece of paper, huh?
Oh my god, that's a really long piece of tape.
Well, I did it long so you could do the whole piece of paper instead of the corner.
Wow.
You can go like that.
Oops.
Can't pull it off now. You screwed.
That is my dad?
Oh my god. You can't edit out stupid.
Wow! Rude!
You've lost faith in the host at this point. That's perfectly fine. The theory is still sound. The way you make the alcohol still stands. Spring water, your chosen fruit, and sugar. As well as time. Plus, I'd also like to point out the person making has said alcohol isn't even 21. She won't be consuming any of it. Maybe that means you can't trust her.
Oh, wow. Rude. The recipe. There it is. Yay! Wow, that's heavy. And now you just continue. This is a smaller jar. It's 80. Wow. No, it is 80 fluid ounces. Also, another upside, if you guys know how to make homemade alcohol, in a zombie apocalypse, you are the biggest asset imaginable, so they can't feed you to zombies. So, bonus! Alright guys, we got them all layered and jarred, and the reason why there's 2 different dates is because we went picking the 11th and the 12th, and the 11th one is the one that we used chlorinated water on accidentally. But we're gonna put them in this bin, and we have this bag here, that way in case they overflow and whatnot, that can catch it. That way, hopefully, less of a mess, I guess. And now I'm gonna put it in here, and I will see you guys in a few weeks to stir them. That one's the heaviest one. Oh my god. They're now all in here and ready to ferment. So I tried filming a few times. So we're storing these in our laundry room, but the lighting was awful. These have now been fermenting for 19 days, and I figured I would at least show you guys stirring them today. It's September 1st. So, and this is what the berries look like now. And this is the one from 8-11. And you want to stir it until all the bubbles come up, and then you can put the cloth back on. And then you just want to put the cloth back on because that is essential to keep the bugs out. And you want to pull it tight, that way it's not like all wrinkly and whatnot, because then tiny little bugs could get in, and that, well, wouldn't be good. And then this one is from 8-12. You want to make sure to mix it very, very good. You don't want to leave any of the berries on the top drying out. That's all, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe down below, turn on post notifications, and share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Bye!